Welcome back. One of our favorites is here, Chef BJ from Funk Soul Brother, and he is doing something delicious.
Listen, we always love when you stop by. I'm still thinking about the recipe you shared with us last month. Pretty incredible. Ooh. We are talking Korean fried chicken and how to do it at home. This dish is having a moment.
It is. And you know, I've been kind of forcing this moment for quite some time. Until that Korean fried chicken and beer restaurant exists in Nashville, the true moment isn't here, but it's coming.
It's coming.
It's gotta happen.
It's coming.
But listen, Funk Soul Brother provides.
Yes.
You can always visit him at the factory at Franklin, always in the food truck.
You start off, you've
We'll
got
do
some really
something
good pieces of chicken looking over there.
We do. Springer Mountain Farms is the sponsor of the Great Slider Showdown, something that I'm competing in June 1st.
Okay.
And very, very excited about it as I, again, try and just squash the hopes and dreams of my so-called peers.
I like it. You are literally, you're in training right now.
Yes, I have to go into things just planning on destroying or
domination.
You know, you get smaller, and that's not the way you go into competition. So let's talk about Korean fried chicken.
Yes.
Okay, let's do it.
So what we're going to do today, now Korean fried chicken, the hallmarks of that is a very, very crispy chicken, something that holds its crisp, but then can be dipped into a sauce. And we're doing a Korean hot chicken slider today. So we're kind of changing the recipe a little bit to be a little more southern. Carol, you know how to dredge things. We're going to take a lovely piece of chicken. We're going to put it in.
Beautiful.
I like cornstarch for my dredge.
Oh.
And then we're going to go into, I love how she goes with her fingers. I gave her tongs. She's like, nah, this is real deal right here.
This is how you do it at home.
That's right.
This is how we do it.
Now, here is the key.
Okay.
Here is the thing to making just the most special fried chicken, grilled chicken, pork chops, whatever you're saying, brining. People tend to skip the brining step. They think marinade is good. They think all these things. But brining is truly the way we want to go.
And
that's how I'm going to just slay.
Dominate.
Yes,
Again, total dominate. Can I put it in here? What is this mixture?
Yep. That is seasoned flour that we've drizzled a little bit of our marinade, or I just said don't marinate, and I'm throwing in marinade. But we want those little crispy bits in there to get on our chicken.
Yeah, you do crispy bits.
So
brining.
Yeah, I want to talk about the brine. What are you using?
This is so great. I'm loving that segue right there.
We're living it.
So we're using a 5% brine.
Okay.
So it is very mathematical. You want to go 50 grams per liter. Everybody's got a measuring cup in their house.
Okay.
Turn the cup side around and look for the liter and measure out 50 grams. If you don't have a scale in your kitchen, I don't even know why you're cooking in it. You need to get a scale. You need to get 50 grams going.
You're doing it wrong.
Put your pieces of chicken, whether it's bone in, whether it's skin on, whatever it is. And what's going to happen is that salt water is going to find its way into the meat of the chicken.
Got it.
The proteins are going to denature a little bit. It's going to make some space for the salt in the water to stay in. And then when you cook it, that water will stay inside that chicken. Now, if we start cracking one of these ones here that I already opened, it's a little hot, but look at the juice that we're dealing with here.
Yeah, it's so juicy.
Okay.
So wait, is your brine just salt water?
It is just salt water.
Okay.
Now, that's what I like for fried chicken. I don't like adulterating it too much, but if I'm doing a roasted chicken or a pork chop, I like to add some herbs or something along those lines, and that becomes really, really delicious. So let's take one of your pieces of chicken and start frying it.
Hot oil.
Yeah, hot oil. If you don't have to be afraid of hot oil. If you just put it away from you, and don't be afraid. Your hands can get close.
I just do the drop and then it splatters and then I get
mad.
What
type of oil do you like?
I'm using, for fried chicken, I'm old school. I like Crisco.
Crisco,
right? But I don't eat this every day. Okay?
My
this
grandma
is a
would
treat.
have been so happy with you.
Well,
Thank you. I love that you throw the health
person.
component. This is a treat.
This is not something we do
eaten
all
every
the
day.
time.
Okay, how long is it going to fry?
It's going to fry a good 6 to 7 minutes.
Okay.
Now, this is white meat, and people would think it's a sacrilege not to use dark meat or thighs or legs or something along those lines. I'm using boneless white meat, which is normally dry, but we brined it. So now we've got that seasoned flavor, because that's the difference between a home cook and a restaurant cook in many instances. We use more salt. We season our food every step of the way, and that's one of the best things a home cook could do, besides brining, is learning different ways to season their food through the process.
I love that. I gotta say, I love how approachable this is, because sometimes when you see Korean fried chicken, it's like, woof, I'm gonna death.
No, we don't have to.
That's a beautiful slider.
I can do this, maybe.
So now we've got a hot oil right here.
I was going to say, what is this that
This
we're about to do?
This is a little bit of canola oil. I've got gochugaru, which don't freak out. That is a very fancy Korean word for dried red pepper flake.
Okay.
And a little bit of cayenne. It's not hot chicken if you don't have that cayenne bite.
Drizzling that on, or
I'm
you
actually
dipping
taking
it in?
that chicken, dipping it right in.
This is beautiful.
I kind of stirred it a couple of minutes ago because we want to get cayenne always likes to settle down in.
Okay.
And that's going to soak right into
Just let that
those
baby
nooks and
soak.
crannies that we have going on in there.
Check that
We've got
out.
a little quick pickle a slaw here. We can
This
go
is
ahead and
beautiful.
do our slider. And you notice my meat to bread ratio is ridiculous.
And I
And
love
to
you
me,
for
that
it.
is the
You can
key.
pick at the Springer Mountain Chicken, all your local grocery stores. That's what he uses. So many chefs do. Don't forget the Great Slider Showdown, Saturday, June 1st, 4 to 7, Factory at Franklin. Go watch him dominate.
Yay. Okay, so is this-
Eventbrite.com for tickets.
Is this right inside the factory?
Is right inside the factory, inside Liberty Hall.
Oh,
Can't
I know
miss
that
it.
place.
Well, just look where all the people are going, and with all the
Yeah.
smiling faces.
I like
Total domination.
it. Dominate.
So good.
Good to see you. Thanks for coming in.
Thanks for
All
having me.
right.